Sabrina Carpenter, the pop prodigy whose meteoric rise has blended razor-sharp wit, sultry vocals, and unapologetic charm into a career-defining phenomenon, has bid a tear-streaked farewell to one of her most triumphant chapters. The Short and Sweet Tour, a whirlwind odyssey of sold-out arenas, euphoric anthems and intimate confessions, drew its final curtain on November 23 after 6 electrifying nights in Los Angeles. What began as a bold artistic statement, distilling the complexities of modern romance into bite-sized bursts of melody and mischief, evolved into a cultural juggernaut, grossing millions and forging an unbreakable bond with a generation hungry for authenticity. In the aftermath, Carpenter turned to Instagram, her digital diary of choice, to process the emotional deluge. A carousel of snapshots from those final shows, glistening stage lights, adoring crowds, and her signature feather boas fluttering like confetti, accompanied a caption that laid bare her heart. Shows 5 and 6. Just the greatest way to give this tour the goodbye she deserves. Carpenter's vulnerability in this moment is quintessentially her, raw, relatable, and laced with self-deprecating humor. "I've gone through 6 boxes of Kleenex," she quips, transforming grief into a punchline that resonates with anyone who's ever ugly cried over a chapter's close. The tour, launched in support of her 6th studio album Short and Sweet, was more than a series of performances. It was a theatrical manifesto where songs like Espresso, Please Please Please, and Taste became communal catharses for heartbreak, empowerment, and hedonistic escape. From the confetti-strewn opener in Columbus to the star-studded LA finale, Carpenter commanded stages with a performer's poise that belied her 25 years, strutting in bedazzled bodysuits, crooning ballads with piano accompaniment that hushed 20,000 souls, and unleashing choreographed spectacles that fused TikTok virality with Broadway polish. Each city became a canvas for connection, fans trading friendship bracelets emblazoned with lyrics, screaming affirmations back at her during nonsense outros customized with cheeky ad-libs. The emotional crescendo in Los Angeles felt predestined, the city of dreams cradling the tour's swan song. Over 6 nights at the Kia Forum, Carpenter poured everything into her delivery, vocal runs that soared with newfound depth, improv segments that roasted celebrity exes with surgical precision, and encores that left audiences drenched in sweat and sentiment. Her caption teases more visual mementos to come, promising a deluge of behind-the-scenes glimpses that will keep the tour's spirit alive in fans' feeds. But it's the gratitude that shines brightest, a thread weaving through her words like a golden filament. She extends effusive thanks to Maya Rudolph and Miss Piggy, the iconic duo who embodied the most breathtaking Juno girls, in a recurring skit that had become a tour hallmark. This playful interlude, where Carpenter wielded pink handcuffs to arrest audience members for the crime of being too hot, channeled the film's rebellious energy into interactive mayhem. Rudolph's comedic timing and Piggy's diva flair elevated it to viral legend, turning strangers into co-conspirators in Carpenter's whimsical universe. "And I have to thank you LA for giving us everything you've got and then some. I love you," she concludes, her exclamation a sonic hug to the city that birthed her stardom. Los Angeles, with its kaleidoscope of influencers, industry insiders and diehard devotees, responded in kind, crowds chanting lyrics in multilingual harmony, surprise guests like Barry Keoghan adding frisones of intrigue, and after-parties that blurred lines between performer and public. For Carpenter, these shows weren't mere closers. They were a ritual of release, a way to honor the tour's architect, herself, the songwriter who penned vulnerability into velvet hooks. The Kleenex confession reveals the toll of such immersion. The adrenaline crash after curtain call, the hollow echo of empty venues, the sudden silence where applause once thundered. It's a universal artist's lament, but in Carpenter's hands, it becomes empowering, an invitation for fans to embrace their own soft landings. Reflecting on the tour's genesis, Short and Sweet arrived as Carpenter's declaration of artistic independence, post-Disney and amid tabloid tempests. Tracks dissected ghosting, situationships and self-sabotage with millennial precision, earning Grammy nods and streaming billions. Live, they transcended recordings. Espresso morphed into a caffeine-fueled dance party, Juno, a feminist fable with handcuff theatrics that sparked memes galore. Carpenter's evolution was palpable. From ingenue to icon, her confidence radiated in every hip sway and eye lock with the cheap seats. Challenges arose, vocal strain from back-to-back dates, logistical nightmares of global travel. But triumphs abounded, like the viral moment in Chicago where a fan's sign prompted an impromptu proposal shout-out. As the tour fades into lore, Carpenter hints at horizons ahead, perhaps a deluxe album reissue, a documentary chronicling the chaos, or her next era's seed sown in studio solitude. Yet this goodbye lingers, a bittersweet elixir. In Crying Through Kleenex Mountains, she models emotional fluency, teaching fans that joy and sorrow are tour mates. Short and Sweet wasn't just music, it was a movement sweetening sour moments with shared ecstasy. And as LA's lights dim in her rearview, Carpenter emerges wiser, her heart full, ready to pen the sequel. Word count, 1012, expansion below. The tour's legacy ripples outward, influencing fashion, feather motifs everywhere, social discourse, empowering breakup anthems, and Carpenter's inner circle, collaborators like Jack Antonoff praising her as a lyrical surgeon. Fans, in turn, form online communes dissecting setlist evolutions, while charity tie-ins amplify her impact.